The ultimate survivor's tool.
Speaking of a liter of kerosene, did you see that guy burn that woman on the subway with the gasoline?
That was horrible. That was a rough watch.
He went to a gas station and filled up a bottle of gasoline, and then just goes on the subway and dumps it on this lady and sets her on fire.
And no motivation, no discussion. They didn't know each other. They just a psycho.
No, he had been arrested, I think 71 times. Was that right? In his life?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. He'd been. Where did it happen? Was it America? Was it?
Yes,
America. Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, you just. It was just that. Remember that story from a few months ago? It was just that again.
Yeah,
with the black guy stabbing a white lady on the train, or now it's the same thing with
fire. The picture looks exactly the same. It's a white woman hiding in a corner while a black man burns her alive.
Jesus.
Ugh.
I don't know. I missed it all over the news.
You can't have. That guy's just got to be locked up forever. You can't. You've been arrested that many times for.
How badly was she burned?
Really
I think she was intensive care. Like her life will never be the same. Her life's destroyed.
She was on fire for a long time before she didn't get put out until the subway stopped, and she crawled out onto the platform, and 2 passerbys put her out.
Oh, there weren't more people.
Yeah, seemingly not in that car. And also, like, if there's a guy setting people on fire, probably gonna make myself scarce. Frankly, he brought a bottle. Like he means business. I'm just gonna, I can't get burned.
Yeah, according to police, Reed, the guy, had been arrested 71 times in Cook County and convicted in 13 of those cases. He was on pretrial release in a case where he was accused of aggravated battery on an employee at McNeil Hospital in Berwyn. His arrests date back to the mid-90s. He was found guilty in 2020 for setting fire to a building at 121 West Lake, the same area where CPD officers responded to Monday night. His probation was terminated satisfactorily in 2023. Yeah, we need to. What are we doing? Letting people like this out? Like, you just once you've had your ticket punched enough, it's like, nah, you don't get to ride the train or go to the ice cream store or like watch fucking Eagles games sitting next to someone who's like blowing off steam after work when you're like thinking, who can I light a fire? Like clearly a firebug, right?
Yeah, I think when if you got 71 arrests, we should probably. I remember the whole 3 strikes you're out thing seeming overly harsh, and there being these examples where it's like, oh well, that's not what that law was intended for. That's too harsh. But it's 71, you're out, right? Like
yeah.
And even
that
70,
is ridiculous.
Maybe? Yeah.
71. I'm getting 14.
He had 14 was the guy who stabbed that woman on the train a couple months ago, the black guy who was out on release. This is a different guy.
Oh, I must have done it wrong.
Yeah, this guy's something Reed is his name. I saw it.
Lawrence Reed is the guy that I Googled.
Oh, it said he'd been arrested 71 times, and I saw 13 convictions. Maybe it was 14 convictions.
71 arrests.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Louise. Need to keep these people in jail.
Yeah, and keep your head on a swivel when you're sitting on the subway, I guess. You see somebody coming at you with a weird bottle of fuel, maybe start fighting immediately.
And then people will be like, why does no one want to ride the bus? It's like because there's like guys doing like GTA shit all over the bus.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit American maybe to dislike public transit, but it's hard to explain to Europeans and Asians why it doesn't work here when it works there without showing them a video of a woman being burned alive on the subway in Chicago. And then they're like, oh no.
Oh, I get it. I'm using my Asian power of pattern recognition to get it.
Yeah, it's like that's why. Like in Atlanta, we have MARTA. It's our like monorail system, and it's okay. It could be expanded out so it covers a bigger web, but it gets you. There's a couple of straight shots it makes that are really good. It gets you downtown for the sports stuff. If you're out on the perimeter, you can hop on the train and be downtown for a game, and then go right downstairs and get on the train and get back out again. It's real nice. Except for that you're always afraid you're going to get burnt alive while you're riding it. Since they took my guns away, I don't ride MARTA anymore.
That's fair. I mean, you can carry a defensive container of kerosene.
I do carry my defensive kerosene, yes, but only a small flask of it. What if there's more than one, Taylor? I can't ignite them all.
That's true. Not with that attitude. Take them with you.
Yeah, I've never loved public transport. Again, because I'm down here in the South, especially, which is like America extra, I guess. Like, if I feel like whenever we would go to Chicago or Boston or something like that, I was always like, a train, you say? Huh? Like a locomotive? It's gonna pick us up? It was just so foreign.
Well, the conductor let me sit up front briefly.
Yeah.
It's like, number one, Kyle, you're 33. Number two.
So we will then, right? Like, I'm big enough.
I will then, right? Yeah.
I took a train almost every day for a couple of years when I lived in the Philadelphia area. That's how I got to school at night. And I did not like it. It was bumpier. It was hard to sleep. The seats were hard, but it never felt unsafe. Not to me. I mean, it was just a time in my life where I was behind schedule all the time. And, so I'm like on the train looking at my watch. Train was not always on time. So no, I was never at like peace riding on the train. It's not smooth. I thought it was smooth. When I hopped on trains as a little kid, like freight trains on the side, it felt like I was gliding on air. But when I rode them as an adult, like you couldn't read a book because it was like bouncing around.
Different train. Yeah, those lighter cars with different wheels too. They're not loaded down hundreds of tons heavy with soybeans and corn and steel and wood and stuff. I've been on those tubes. They glide like those trains that go through your town. They glide. We would have a festival every year where they would incorporate the train. I think they'd let us ride it from like one stop to the next or something like that. And we always used to put quarters into that thing and squish them. I loved that. I was like, can I have some more quarters? I want to squish some quarters today. Dad.
I never squished a whole quarter. I squished a couple pennies.
I squished all sorts of stuff. Anything.
Quarter?
This is on the tracks you did it?
Yeah. Put them on the tracks.
We used
to train
to put
roll them over.
lots of shit on the tracks. And I was like, you put a rock on the track, what happens? Okay.
Oh, me too.
What about a bigger rock?
Yeah. Oh, well, that just kind of gets bumped. Damn it.
That's exactly what happens. It just pushes the rock off. I was afraid that my rock, like smaller than a baseball, but approaching it would derail the train. I did not know any better.
Yeah.
That train is fine.
Like, all right.
I had set up a ton of rocks for the train, like in a row, like one after another. Some jerk comes along, kicks them all off. Like, come on, dude, we're doing science over here. Some adult. I wanted to learn. We probably would have like hit the rock and started crushing it, but then like shot it out at like, like a watermelon seed, and just brained me in the head and killed me or something.
Maybe he saved your life that day. He
probably did. There was a brief period of time in my little hometown. Well, a couple things happened. I've talked about it before, how they put in that strip club sort of surreptitiously. They're like, oh yeah, it's a family burger restaurant. And so that's how it was described when it got built and when the permits were approved. And
just called Buns.
No, it's called Cafe Risque. And and somehow that's went under the radar, and all of a sudden, right there in our sleepy little town, right off the interstate, it's titties and porn. It's just DVDs and two naked girls on stage. No, the town bought it from them for $1 million and then promptly bulldozed the property to the ground and did nothing with it, just to eliminate them. But there was also one time they were trying to make like a party train, because apparently some laws don't apply to trains. I don't know which. I think they were going to gamble, drink, and party on this train, and they had taken an old train and they had dressed it up to make it look it looked a little Western or a little carnival-like to me. It was like a fancy train, like not like a Japanese fancy train, but more like it looked like old-timey, like Western, like gambling boat style, like decorations on this train. And like I said, they were going to have gambling and women and booze, and they were just going to run the train back and forth on this strip of track. So it's technically in motion or whatever.
A circle in the backyard.
They shut that down before it could get off the rails.
Oh, that's lame.
Unfortunately, yeah. But the Cafe Risque was just, that thing started when I was in like starting high school, and it was there for maybe 6 years. And so it was a formative part of my like becoming a man. I was like, you want to go to Cafe Risque and shoot some pool and look at some titties? And it was like, yeah, it's 4 a.m. What else will we do?
Were you sad when they got rid of Cafe Risque?
No, by then I had moved on to bigger and better things. There were better titties then Cafe Risque was pretty rough. We'd go in there to actually play pool. I mean, you'd look at the titties, don't get me wrong, but it was mostly just like, let's shoot some pool and drink a beer, because there was nowhere else to do that, especially at 4 a.m. They were open 24 hours a day.
Yeah, there's a Cafe Risque in North Carolina. I knew I'd heard that name before. I wonder if there's a lot, because it says here there's one in Florida. Is it a chain?
It is.
That makes sense.
And they do obnoxious billboards, and they invest heavily in them. They're like bright, like safety orange and safety yellow colors, and in massive letters, they say like Cafe Risque, up 27 miles ahead. And there's like the silhouette of like a naked woman sort of making a sexy pose. And then every fucking 3 or 4 miles, another one.
I've seen them.
And another one, and another one. It's counting down. And after a while, you're like, Cafe Risque's coming up.
Is this south of the border?
It's almost like this sort of it's a really good sales technique that like you're just constantly getting them. Like one billboard doesn't do anything, but fucking 27 in a row do. Like by the
that's how advertising works.
Yeah,
I'm a little
that
hungry.
frequency.